Hey all, welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. So, the Winter Festival is finally here, and we can go ahead and see what type of rewards we can hope to obtain here, and how we can get them. Well, initially we are here in Protector's Enclave, and we have the event set up right here. We have this one NPC which we can talk to here, about the Festival of Simril. Now he's just going to talk to you about yada yada, and we can see the different types of rewards that we can get and such. And then he can also basically show you how you can get there. And how you get there is you literally go to your teleportation, one of the places, and you can just literally teleport there, because it is now an area on the map here, the Winter Festival. We can go ahead and travel there. So here we are in the Winter Festival zone. Much like the Summer Festival, it also has its own unique area. Basically, it's just a little village here with lots of snow around. And you can also go have a actual ice sled race there on that course. However, what do you actually do in this festival and what do you hope to obtain? Well, what you first initially want to do is go to this NPC here. You want to do this every day. These are daily quests where you'll be able to basically complete them every day. And with them you can obtain the event currency here. One of the currencies being Light of Simril. And we have another quest here, where we obtain a voucher where we can obtain a Starlight parcel for free from the Zen market. And the third quest here basically tells us to go and investigate the telescope and basically look at our fortune. Again, it gives us more of this event currency along with a star of fortune, and I'll show you what you can obtain with those. So we've obtained those 3 quests from this initial NPC. So the first thing you want to do is head over to this NPC here to obtain your free Starlight parcel. So you just complete this quest, talking to her, and she gives us that voucher here in our inventory, which we can go ahead and open, and it'll pop us straight here. We can obtain the Starlight parcel for free, and just purchasing that for 0 Zen there. And now we have one of those Starlight parcels. Basically, you just want to open these Starlight parcels and they'll give you a multitude of different rewards there, from giving you more of the event currency, amongst other items such as even retraining tokens, along with some Zen market consumables. So that's that first quest done there. The next quest there you mainly want to do every day is the Omens of Stars, where we go ahead and we check out the actual telescope itself. So we head over here and we go ahead and look into this telescope. We'll get this cutscene here with the moon, and we'll shine onto one of these stars which will link up, and we get the star sign there, and we got Lavendar's lantern. And then you'll go ahead and you'll have completed that quest. Then you need to talk to this NPC here, and he'll give you your star fortune, this one here. So you obtain that, and it also will give you one of those Light of Simrils. Now, this actual Spirit of Simril that it gives you is literally just refinement points. So what did we obtain with regards to event currency in this day? Well, we've obtained that Starlight parcel, which we can go ahead and open. And basically every time you open one of these, you will increase the chances at which you will gain more rewards. You can see here we gained one of these scarves, which is just an appearance item. And you can see there it's equipped on me there. Just about, it's kind of covered over by the own fashion that I currently have. You can see it's like that there. There's loads of these different scarves, and I can actually show you more of them over here at the store. This is one of the stores where you can exchange your star fortunes. And what you want to be purchasing with these star fortunes is these gifts of Simril, these lanterns. The reason being is that when you go ahead and gather up a party, you want to open these gifts of Simril. You want to send up these lanterns one at a time while in a party, and doing so you can basically obtain those Starlight bags, but you can only obtain them from other people who give you these gifts. So what you do is you purchase as many of these lanterns as possible. You can see I have 9 here from the last event, and you want to save them up, and then go ahead and use them all together. So you ideally want to have 4 other guild mates who will save up these lanterns, and then you designate a day where you're going to do it all together. You can see there I also obtained a beacon of Simril. Now I do tell you guys it's a pretty useless artifact, so you can just go ahead and convert that to items, but if you don't have any artifacts, you may as well keep it, and you can even refine it using the special refinement reagents which you obtain with this event. And upgrading it to max will basically, it'll just be like a lantern. It'll give you a nice buff of power. We also obtain a mysterious fortune. Now these mysterious fortunes you can double click, and when you go ahead and open them, they can either give you a reward thing, like a little buff, or they'll just give you a bit of lore here. So we're back to the store there, right? This is the fortune store where you'll spend those stars, and you can obtain basically one of these stars per day by completing that telescope quest. And with that fortune star, you purchase another one of these gifts of Simril. Alternatively, of course, you can go ahead and purchase the Star of Simril companion if you don't have an augment, because this is an augment companion. It's pretty decent, but it is only on green, so it can be pretty meh there. Alternatively, you could also purchase this pretty decent broom. It's a mount, however, again, it's only blue rarity, so it's not going to give you much bolster in that sense, but it's mainly you're just going to use it for fashion. However, it does have dominant force there slotted, so that can be pretty useful. And then for its insignia bonuses there, it's probably going to have your Gladiator's Guile, and so you'll be able to use it for Gladiator's Guile to get extra movement speed. And all around it looks pretty decent. You'd have to save up those actual Stars of Fortune for it. Now in the other store over here, this is where you'll be able to actually spend that Light of Simril. And in this Light of Simril, you can purchase lanterns. However, these are fake lanterns, and people will attempt to scam you by using these lanterns instead of these actual proper lanterns which gives those gifts. So make sure you're aware and you don't just party up with random people, as they could scam you using these. If you don't see any rewards dropping after somebody uses one of these lanterns and you see it go up, then they are probably using these fake ones. And of course, yeah, on this store you can also, as you can see, purchase a whole load of these actual scarves. There's plenty of them there, along with a starry winter's cloak, along with purchasing a whole bunch of different fireworks, well, ice works, but yeah, you get my point. And you can also purchase a whole other variety of things, and at the bottom here we can obtain some companions, along with some vanity pets, and also a mount. Some of these are actually pretty nice. This fawn is actually pretty decent. It's going to give that crit and that power. However, again, these things are quite green, and we can also obtain a vanity pet of that snail mount. And looking back on the Zen market, if you do have Zen and you want to splash out a bit on this event, you can, yes, purchase your winter flail snail. This was last year's grindable event. Now we have the new broomstick, and the slug will basically look like a very similar small version of this as a vanity pet. So that's pretty much it for this event. The last thing I will show you is the fishing. But can you actually obtain many rewards from the fishing? Well, looking at the actual quest that it gave us, scroll down here to the Winter Festival, and we click there, you can see it's only just going to give us one piece of currency there, the Light of Simril, when we complete all of these. But there are other rewards which you can obtain, so we'll just head down here to the southern part, and here we have some other NPCs here. This one just over here is going to basically sell you fishing rigs. You can purchase them for Zen there to get better luck on your fishing, and the other one there is just going to sell you other bait and a fishing rod if you don't already have one in your keys section of your inventory. And there you can buy your special baits. And overall, I don't really recommend doing much of the fishing, but if you wish to, you can. And over here you can talk to this NPC, and again he'll sell you things with other different of those currencies. For example, you can trade in and get better fishing rods. You can buy more of those reagents to upgrade your actual artifact, and on top of that you can also purchase some of the flake of black lead. Now, why would you want the flake of the black lead? Well, this is going to go ahead and allow you to go to another NPC, which I'll show you later, to purchase that demon racing sled. Over here we can also obtain Hero's Feast, where basically it will grant players a buff for 30 minutes where you'll gain extra power and extra HP. It really isn't anything special, and it's not really going to be of much use in the long run, especially in endgame, but if you wish to grind out these different reagents, you can do so. But what can we purchase with these flakes of black lead? Well, we're going to have to go to the other NPC, which is going to be all the way up the hill, up these steps here, and into these kind of ruins, where we have the dwarven place, and we can speak to this guy here, and with that currency, we can purchase the demon sled here. It's literally just a fashion mount, and the bonuses it's going to give you is nothing special at all, but it will give you some extra movement speed. But that's about it, and that's pretty much this event, and that's all you really do. If you have other characters, more than one, you will do those same 2 quests. Picking up that Starlight Parcel from the Zen store, and also going ahead to look through the telescope and gaining that fortune. Now this event will last you a total of, what you can see here, about 14 days, so you should be able to obtain enough of those Starlight fortunes to go ahead and purchase the Star of Simril. However, you're going to have to try and get more of those Starlight fortunes to obtain the Broom of Twilight, and in order to obtain additional Stars of Fortune, you're going to have to be using these Gifts of Simril, which will grant you the possibility to obtain more of these Stars of Fortune. So what you do if you have multiple characters is you go ahead, group up with a party, you say how many of these lanterns you're going to use each, then everybody goes ahead, groups up to one specific location, so you're all beside each other, and you use those lanterns. Like you can go to the Moonstone Mask or any other zone in particular, and using those lanterns, then let's say you're in a party and everybody decides they're going to use 10. That means you have a good chance to obtain more of those Stars of Fortune and also the Starlight bags, because that will have basically been 40 of these gifts given to you, and then you give back another 10. So that's what you need to do in this event. It's a group event, much like the summer festival with those Saha balls. But that's gonna be pretty much it. The more characters you have, the more you can benefit from this event, as what you would do is then you would use those Gifts of Simril on your other characters and then switch back to your main character to receive the gifts from the other players, so that you obtain most of that currency on that one character. Now that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully this is somewhat helpful for you guys out there. I wouldn't really waste your time on kind of trying to complete this Simril celebration quest where you need to catch fish and go ahead and do some ice mount racing and things like that. It's not overly needed, and there's not much rewards you can actually obtain from it that's going to be of any value. So that'll be it. Hopefully I presented this well, and if I did, consider leaving the video a like, and if you're new around here, consider subscribing, and we'll see you around. Goodbye for now.